Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now it's time for your weekend tech tip, brought to you by Chevy Silverado.
Chevy Silverado tech tip of the week. Like
I
that.
love it.
I love that too. All right, we just wrapped up talking a little bit about steelhead candy. I know we went by it quickly. Very, very simple, and something that you need to put in your arsenal. I say that for a number of reasons. Also, let's get a quick shot of the eggs that we did in the first segment with Keith. You can start to see some of that juice starting to really come out of those eggs. It's only been a handful of minutes, and that's exactly what you want to see. And you can see that vibrant color that he's got in his cure. I mean, they're just beautiful. If you're an egg fisherman, you know exactly what you're looking at. If you're not, this is what you want to see, okay? And he's already explained the curing process, which is super simple, which is great. And it's right on the bottle. You can't miss it. Now, though, coon shrimp, very, very popular for a number of reasons, mainly because they catch fish. And a lot of people like to cure up their own, and they're using your egg cure. So let's walk through that.
Yep, using the egg cure. People are using that as well as using the shrimp cure itself. So we have two different versions. We have the high octane ultimate shrimp cure, and we have the regular version.
Okay.
This coon shrimp curing is I want you all to pay attention. This is important, this part in itself, okay? Last year when we launched the shrimp cure, there was some concerns around some soft shrimp. And now, a lot of people, when they cure their shrimp, they're curing them frozen, right? So it's a quick process. We're gonna add the chemicals, we're gonna add some salt, we're gonna add the shrimp, we're gonna shake it up, and we're done, right?
Okay.
We throw them in the fridge.
Right.
So as we look at a few of these shrimp, I want you to step over here and take a look at this real quick, okay? Let me move this out of the way so we can actually see what we're looking at, okay? Shrimp-wise, feel that shrimp.
Yeah, super soft head and almost empty body.
Okay, and then now let's feel this one, even worse.
Yeah, that's like already flat.
Look at this one, even worse.
That's horrible.
Okay, this one.
Okay, now that's super firm and the body's full.
This one. Okay, so we've got through the idea,
Okay,
right?
so same thing. So a full, you want a good bait. Like good eggs, you want good shrimp.
Absolutely. So I dumped these on the table, just randomly.
Thawed.
Thawed.
Okay.
Okay, and nearly half of them are soft.
Right.
Okay.
And you don't cure those.
Well, here's the deal. I mean, if you do cure them, you can use them in other ways. You know, you can tip eggs, those sort of things. So what I would do when they were cured up is I would pop a head, pop a tail feather. Once these are cured up, I slide this up on my leader, put a bait of eggs on.
Okay.
And then at times I can use them, right? So I don't throw them away. I still use them in ways of fishing. So when I'm curing my coon shrimp, I cure them all. Right,
Gotcha.
and I'm the lazy one. I'm a lazy one because I'm going to throw them in frozen. I'm going to get it done.
Gotcha.
But just remember, if you start with a soft shrimp, you're going to get a soft shrimp.
Gotcha.
It's that simple, right? So in the process of curing, what do? We've made the process short, sweet, and simple. All right, we're going to add half a cup
Of egg cure or the shrimp?
Shrimp cure. Okay. So this is the ultimate shrimp cure. Okay. We're going to throw a half cup in. Thereabouts. I'm going to be extra careful. We'll go just a hair more. Extra careful here because I do not want this on Owen's table.
No, thank you.
And it is a very fine, oh, look at that powder coming out.
The whole station appreciates that.
Sorry
that you're
about that,
careful
Owen.
with that.
Yeah, trying to do the best we can. So we'll let that dissipate
That
there.
is-
Is that amazingly fine? You got some smell, didn't you? Don't say it. Don't say it. What do you got?
I got berry.
Okay, not it.
I understand, but it's very sweet.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Okay, interesting.
Okay. Isn't that something? I mean, just that close.
Okay, that's
Boom.
really interesting.
Okay, we're gonna add, I put that lid on to stop that dissipation of the smoke there.
Actually
That
smells really good.
Isn't that something?
It
Yum,
smells
yum.
like an air freshener. And then how much salt?
Just short
Pickling
of a
salt.
pickling salt, rock salt, those sort of things. Okay, salt is salt to a degree. It's more about how quickly the salt dissolves.
Sure.
That's the important
Hence the
part.
pickling part.
Yeah.
Very, very
right?
fine.
So rock salt's a little more dense. It absolutely works, but a pickling salt does dissolve much quicker.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to put in just short of a cup. Do the best I can not spill here.
Okay.
Set it aside. All right. Now we've
So that
got.
was a half a cup of liqueur.
Yep.
And almost a full cup of pickling salt.
Yep.
Okay.
Could be rock salt.
Okay.
We're going to take 1 bottle of water.
Okay.
Okay. Which is equivalent to about 2.25 cups.
Okay.
So anywhere between 2 and 2.5 cups of water.
Bottled water, distilled water, river water, pure water. You want highly filtered, good stuff.
Highly filtered water. So, you know, tap water, I would stay away from it.
Gotcha.
There's so many things in the city waters these days that, heck, they say don't even drink it ourselves, right?
Yeah, I'm with you there on that one.
So we're going to dump this in. can see the colors activating, right? We're going to give it a shake. Get the lid on tight.
Okay.
Don't mess around with that one.
Don't ask him how he knows.
Yeah, I had somebody that dropped one of these.
Oh, Jesus. In your boat?
Nope, in his garage.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, unfortunate situation. He had messaged me on the Ultimate Shrimp Cure Facebook page, and it was like, oh, man,
sorry,
that's
dude.
not good.
That's on you. You better grab a roller and just paint over it.
So, you know, I'll shake these for a minute or two for the sake of the show. We're not going to go through that long, but
sure.
I want some of that salt to dissolve, right? I want it to initially start the dissolving process, and then we're going to start adding shrimp. So how many shrimp do we add? We're going to add it till we're pretty much full, right?
Okay.
So for the sake of the show, we're not going to separate them or itemize them or sort them by size or any of these sort of things in the moment.
You kind of mentioned that. I mean, he does this, obviously, and everybody, a lot of folks out there make their own shrimp. This is also something you already know ahead of time that you're going to have some bad baits in there.
I do.
That you're going to work through.
I do, absolutely. So it's just, you know, there's guys that message me and they're super attentive to the process, right? So they're going to thaw their bait, they're going to set their coon shrimp out, they're going to sort their coon shrimp, right? And they're going to have the sizes, because I mean, there's another side of it on that's really, really important is if we run out there and throw this shrimp on, troll it around the harbor, we're going to probably get bit. But we get up into Oregon City on these bigger shrimp or some of the prawns we call them, right? They're working, but I myself would stick to a smaller presentation, right? I mean, smaller presentation, smaller blade, smaller spin glow, whatever whatever you choose to add as an attractor. Absolutely, that small presentation is I don't know. I just found as the fish have gotten smaller over the years, so has our presentations, right? I mean, I remember in the youth it was, you know, the first time fishing Oregon City, I fished it with Kevin Lund, back bouncing eggs, and I just remember him using, you know, baseball-sized baits. And I remember looking over, here I'm a Washington guy, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he was hooking fish left and right, you know? I mean, he had that fishery dialed. And
now, if you go out there, 9 out of 10 dudes that are back trolling, we're fishing nickel-sized baits. I mean, little 2/0 hooks and little tiny baits. And it seems to be just a better way to go. But anyway.
Okay, so we've added cure, salt, water, and shrimp. So now we're going to shake them up, and then they would go in the fridge.
And that's it?
Well, no. Okay. It's super important to pay attention to them on the daily. So I want to rotate this jar daily because we got to keep the chemicals and the salts activated so that they can do their job in preserving the shrimp. Right? So the shrimp themselves are going to finish after, you know, somewhere around 10 to 14 days, okay, is when the product is going to finish. They can be fished in 72 hours, okay? But when it comes to the pickling side of things or the firmness or the texture that we want, the longer they go, the better, right? I mean, the more they're going to absorb. And you can take a feel of these. These are Ultimate Shrimp Cure, high octane, USC HO, done on February 11th.
February,
Yep, 2025 there. So if you want to touch one, you're welcome to. If you don't, no biggie.
Go ahead.
Okay, but that is
that's a nice firm bait, and it's got really a lot of color in there.
Isn't it? I mean, the vibrancy.
There's not a lot of scent there.
We have not added any yet. That's a great.
Not added any yet. Okay.
There you go. So that's a great point. Okay?
We've got 2 minutes exactly. Talk about adding scent to
Sounds
it
good.
if you wish to.
Absolutely. Okay. Here's the thing, okay? These shrimp will work right out of the jar, trolling them around and such. But when we get into these competitive fisheries, you know, the Willamette, Drano, Wind, some of these side tribs of the lower Columbia, people are fishing, right? So there's a lot of bait in the water. So how do you separate yourself from the others? In my personal opinion, that comes with Procure Bait Sense, okay? So at times, I will mix 3, 4, 5 bait scents into the jar, okay? A lot of people will go, hey, I added anise, or hey, I added squid oil, or hey, I added shrimp prawn, or whatever it is, and it's like, yeah, that's or a crawfish oil, or whatever it may be. Absolutely will be effective, but the smorgasbord is what we're calling it, and it's actually grabbing some traction on the Facebook site itself, the Ultimate Shrimp Cure Facebook site. People are starting to call it the smorgasbord, where they're actually, or they'll go onto the YouTube channel that I have, the Ultimate Shrimp Cure YouTube channel, and they'll follow some of these smorgasbord type videos that I'm doing, and I'll get the results back, or not results, but the reports back, and people are just absolutely having
So that means you're taking multiple different scents and throwing it all into the jar?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay. So in this situation, do you want me to scent yours up? These are for you.
Oh, no.
No.
No, I'll
save them.
No,
Save
no.
them, and you're going to send them yourself.
I'll take care of that.
Good.
Okay, so first off, thank you for that. But
yeah.
okay, so you're using the oils from Procure.
Absolutely.
And then you're just pouring that in.
Yes.
Multiple different flavors.
About a teaspoon per. Okay. So
of each flavor.
Of each flavor. And now if I pick one, then I may put 2 or 3 teaspoons in. Okay.
Gotcha.
So if I'm doing one alone. So it's the sky's the limit. The code hasn't been broken, for the lack of better words. Salmon are salmon. There's going to be a day they want shrimp. There's going to be a day they want crawfish. There's going to be a day they want mackerel or sardine, or maybe a day they want it all. Okay, so that's the big kicker is in my mind, I have gone into those scenarios and done very, 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 very well.
Yes, he. Oh, yeah, yes. First things first, I wish we had more time, Ed.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming in and sharing some of the basics. You've just had a chance to learn a ton in a very short period of time. So if need be, go back, just rewind a little bit and take some notes, find some things that might help you be more productive with your baits. Utilize the Ultimate Egg Cure from Procure and Keith Archer, and utilize some of his advice. And those are mine.
They are yours.
I'm taking those.
And go to the Ultimate Shrimp Cure YouTube channel. I have tons of informational videos.
I love Ultimate Egg Cure.
Ultimate Shrimp Cure YouTube channel.
Got it.
Yep.
Everyone will be back in just a minute to wrap it up.